So all I got to say, I'm glad you tuned in. We are about to get in. So, the biggest person coming to the ring in this single round, we are
Timothy Dunn making his way out here.
This is a fight, you asked me my prediction. I don't have one. I'll tell you that much because Tim Dunn is such an unknown quantity. The only thing I know about Tim Dunn is what training partners have told me. Guys like Thorne Hensley, guys that are so legit, saying he beats me up. He's dangerous. He's been around the game a long time. He's fought in pro MMA, pro kickboxing, pro boxing. Well, actually, this is his debut in pro kickboxing.
Yeah, and this is it. Do not let his build confuse you. This guy was born to fight.
Seasoned veteran, and I'm told you can't hurt the guy.
I mean, I think this fight speaks for itself. When you have a guy, he is debuting as a professional kickboxer, and his debut's for the title. That's got to speak numbers for itself. It's got to speak volumes of who he is.
This is a guy for the last 2.5 years we've tried to match, and no one would fight him.
And we finally got it here tonight in a kickboxing bout. We get to see these big, heavy guys throw those kicks that, people say it's like a baseball bat, but when you got these super heavyweights, what do you compare it to? Those are more than a baseball bat. That's something heavy swinging at you.
One shot changes everything in a fight like that.
Exactly.
And, he is up against such a tough task tonight in Justin Richwine. Justin Richwine, same story. He's been around forever. He's had so much experience in MMA, experience in pro boxing, and he's looked flawless in kickboxing. He has beautiful low kicks. But he told me, we interviewed both these guys. He said, I think Tim and Thorne gave a little too much away. He said, I learned a lot from that interview. And he said, I know they're going to be looking for me to low kick. That's all they're expecting. He said, I might not throw a single low kick in this fight.
Now,
he said, I'm going to do exactly what they don't expect me to do.
And you know what's the difference maker here in this? There's no shin guards, right? These are professionals and big guys. If we see some calf kicks, we see some low leg kicks. We're talking about super heavyweights going shin to shin, bone on bone.
You know what I like about Tim Dunn? Every time I see the guy, every time I'm around him, he's just ice cold all the time.
100%.
And that's why I said he was born to fight. Don't let his build confuse you. This guy will fight anyone, anytime, any place.
He's been there and done that. And so has his opponent, who we're seeing coming to the ring now. Comikal, Justin Richwine. One of the nicest guys in the sport, but he's not a nice guy when he's in there. He's very competitive. And I think he's been pissed off a little bit because people have said some things he doesn't like. They've said he's not a finisher. He doesn't have that much power. He said, you've just not seen me finish people. He said, I've not been looking for the knockouts lately. And it really seems that way. He's a very intelligent fighter. We've seen him right here just a couple of years ago against Teddy Bear in kickboxing.
Yeah, that was a heck of a fight.
Absolutely tore Teddy Bear's legs up with those low kicks.
This is the new Line Cage Fighting belt as well. The winner of this will take that home. And I'm going to say I don't think that belt's going to fit either one of them.
Nope, it's definitely going over the shoulder tonight.
Yes.
Richwine has incredible character, too. That fight with Teddy Bear, he had him in the third round hurt so bad. It looked like Teddy Bear was on his way out. Richwine stopped throwing the low kick.
Yes.
And he said afterwards, I knew he had to go to work on Monday. He's like,
Just watched,
to make myself look better.
I just watched Tim Dunn walk over and stare at the belt.
Oh, yeah, and like you were saying, Butch, to touch on, this is the new Line Cage Fighting belt right here. I believe there's only one person so far to get the new one, and that's Devin Stanley, who just claimed it this past fight card that we had against a really high-level boxer, Brendan Kelly, and was able to take it in MMA.
Justin Richwine is looking to keep that belt tonight.
Yes.
That title, I think, is his favorite of any he's ever had. He is very proud of that heavyweight kickboxing fighter.
And go back to what we're talking about, no shin guards, is, everybody's fine when they're kicking somebody. I don't think people understand what it's like to check a kick.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually what Thorne and them were kind of saying in the interview. They were like, yeah, go ahead and try to kick his legs. Look at Tim Dunn for that free trunks. Both these guys like free trunks.
It's usually a dead giveaway if a guy's tattooed his shins. He's telling you, you don't hurt that bad, right?
Oh, exactly, man. I mean, if you look at the tattoos, they're exactly on his shin. They're not covering his calf as much. Who wants him on that calf?
Listen to his crowd. Tim Dunn said in that interview, and he's not an expressive guy. He's not a guy who's very outspoken. He said, I want to take that belt home to my family tonight.
A little extra motivation for both of them, man.
I love that Tim Dunn has Fat Boy turning on.
And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. They're about to start off in our main event of the evening.
Not much difference in height. Tim Dunn is a little bit shorter, and that's rare for Richwine to find an opponent that's his height.
And here we go. The bell is rung.
Tim looks nice and relaxed, doesn't he? Look at him.
Oh, a teep right up the middle to start out.
Richwine, the more active guy. But, oh, nice hands from Tim Dunn.
And as you said, Elijah, he's not throwing the leg kicks. He's decided to throw them all up the middle to the belly. It's
going to the body. And I expect him to go high later. Oh,
Tim Dunn can cut those hands.
Yeah.
Good shots by Tim Dunn.
Oh. This guy's has got some power.
I think we're seeing right now Richwine has the kicks, Dunn has the hands.
Those
but
are all left hands, yeah.
Can't box either.
All his left hands have landed so far. Richwine's.
Beautiful jab by Richwine.
Richwine's definitely more active.
Another.
But we always wonder how much activity these heavyweights can withstand and still have enough in the tank for the next round, right?
That's the thing. I have seen Richwine put on a crazy pace at heavyweight.
Yeah, so far he's super active. But, man, Tim's got lightning fast hands for a heavyweight.
Dunn is not slowing down at all either.
Not at all.
Yeah, we have 4 3-minute rounds for this main event with these two gentlemen. And they are starting off just throwing it. You know, they're not throwing anything crazy. These are two professionals out there. They're throwing with good technique. Everything's clean, moving off the center line. I mean, hey, when most people see the super heavyweights, they don't think that. They don't see super technical like this.
And here's the big difference you'll see in experience. They see everything.
Richwine,
you watch their eyes, they see everything. That's what makes a good striker. There's no flinch there.
No, these are two men that are aware of their gas tank, right? So they're not blowing their wad right off the bat. They're taking their time. They're getting in a groove. They're watching each other.
This is a great fight.
It is great. We see the difference. Richwine's definitely got the advantage in the kick so far.
And Dunn smiles at him after he takes that kick to the body.
But, you know, it goes back. Those are scoring. You know what I mean? I know they don't hurt, and sometimes fighters forget this. They're like, well, they didn't hurt me. What does it matter? They're scoring.
Richwine has a beautiful...
Oh, look at all these combos,
that
man.
we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, you're starting to see some redness appear on the stomach.
There's his first leg kick there. And he did a good job. He hit it behind the hands.
I'd like to see more of those.
Man, Richwine's definitely getting
Leg kick.
Return by Tim Dunn.
And a good left hand by Tim Dunn as well.
It's affecting Richwine.
It did.
Right on the knee.
Those calf kicks are devastating.
Well, they're on the inside, and they've got him woke up because now, look, he won't plant the leg.
He's very light.
Oh,
His front leg now.
outside.
That hurt him.
And it's coming again.
Who heard that one?
Dunn.
He's hurting.
He's hurting left.
That lead leg is compromised.
He's going to throw it again. He's hurting.
There it is. Yes. Smart move by Tim Dunn, knowing he's got him hurt there.
Good round. I will tell you this. Now, that's going to affect the second round. But in my experience, those judges do not know how to score leg kicks at all. Right. In the history of my life, every time I've seen great leg kicks, the fight will be over and they're not scored. So
I think
it'll be interesting how they score.
Tim still might have taken that round with his hands. He did some good work with his hands there, too.
It's going to be a tough one, man. I would personally, I'd give it to Richwine on just the activity with the teep kick. A little bit more punches now. Damage, Tim Dunn definitely got the damage.
And usually that's how I'm scoring a fight. Yes. Whoever did the more damage that round, it's usually who I see winning the round. But activity, Richwine outlanded for sure.
Absolutely.
But Richwine's hurt.
He's hurt. This second round's going to be, he's going to be hiding that leg. and he doesn't know what to do, right?
And now we're going to see their setups off
I
those.
don't think Richwine expected this from Dunn either.
No.
These gentlemen are smart. They're professionals. Everything they just threw in that first round is going to be setting up something different in this second round. So I'm excited to see what's going to land. What power shots.
Big shots. Richwine's
All he has to do is send another kick to the inside thigh, and everything's going to
Oh, Richwine going up high with a roundhouse kick.
Oh, he knows he's hurt, so I think he's putting it out there. Well, it's not a knockdown.
Tim Dunn standing right over him.
Yeah.
Trying to
I
get
can
that
see
big
that.
day.
That's how smart Dunn is. Dunn's a smart fighter. Judges see that type of thing and they don't know.
So that time he went to the outside of the leg, tried to fix it. Smith Superman punch.
Exactly. Though was veteran Gassman.
He finally checked one of them.
Well, you know, we've seen Richwine open up this round with his boxing, you know, versus last round with Timothy Dunn owning kind of
Inside and I'm
From the clinch, that's
he's going to do it again. You can see him set it up. Here it comes again.
He's trying to get him squared up to him. So
Yeah, but he knows this time he's lifting the leg.
Richwine.
Yep,
There it
left
is.
again. And he knows it's hurt.
Short to the inside. This is
Richwine
a
has some
fascinating
success
event.
coming up top.
Richwine's breathing hard.
He is. I mean, it's, you know, he's got some pain in there.
Oh, man. Those inside leg kicks. They're going to do a number getting these later rounds.
I see. Justin knows he had to turn the body.
He's switching his stance. That's dead giveaway that he's in trouble, right?
Yeah. He's powering with it.
Has tree trunks for legs, and he's throwing these with bad intentions.
Now, this is a fight that's, these guys are throwing power with technique.
This is a great fight.
It is a great fight.
Back and forth, technical war.
Very technical. These guys are doing an amazing job.
I would hate to be a judge for this fight.
Because, you know, every one of these punches and every one of these kicks hurt. You know, they're landing with bad
You
intentions.
can hear him. We can hear him through our headsets.
Absolutely.
It's like one gentleman lands a combination, the other one lands a combination.
Here
It's
comes
just
another
back and
inside
forth.
leg kick. I'm sure he's switching his stance and it's coming.
Not done nods at him.
Here we go.
Man.
I feel like Tim Dunn's confidence is through the roof right now.
Well, yeah, and exactly. When you land something, you can see it hurts. It sends your confidence through the roof, right? And I think that's where he's at right now.
My God, those low kicks are devastating. And it's Richwine we expected to have the advantage there.
And he's trying to hide that leg so much that he can't land effectively with the hands, right?
Dunn is just honest in him.
And he's going to chop him down.
When he caught him there, he held him with his hand.
Yeah, he's going to chop him down. Look.
Tim Dunn aggressing forward here.
This is going to be
Winks at him.
This is Justin Richwine for these next 2 rounds.
Yes. Look, Tim Dunn's coming on strong. Richwine get you the
Richwine
next
not to
2.
sit down here.
Hey, but here's the thing. We saw Richwine throw a couple of head kicks in that round.
But look at these punches.
Right there. That landed.
Beautiful.
But he ate it at the same time.
Yeah.
But the ability of him to throw that up there and be able to land,
That's a heck of a combination. Look at that.
bam.
That's one of the things that Dunn's training partners have told me about him. They're like, you literally cannot hurt this man. So you hit Thorne Henson, hits him with everything. Rex White, a massive man, said, I can't hurt him. And I don't understand it.
And to your point, Elijah, I think that was part of it. He got kicked in the head, and Richwine fell, and I think that's why he stood over and stared at him.
It's gamesmanship.
Yes.
It's a smart veteran move for the judges. That was for the judges and nobody else.
Yes. And Tim's ready. He's like, let's go, man. Let's go.
Richwine.
There we go. Going into round 3. Will we see a 4th round here?
This round is all about heart. Because here comes that inside leg kick again.
And here they go, brawling in the center.
Big overhand right lands for Dunn.
Look at that uppercut by Richwine. Look at that. He always comes out strong with his hands right at the beginning of the round.
He looks a little sloppier than normal just because of his sense of urgency. I
Yes.
think he knows he needs to start getting something done here to stop that onslaught of low kicks by Tim Dunn.
Good hands there by Richwine. Dunn eating them like normal just to come in and land his own punch. I think they're talking to each other now. Look at them.
That's just two experienced battles.
Look at that uppercut by Richwine. I mean, Richwine's landing the better punches here so far. Maybe not a lot of damage, but they're landing. We're scoring.
Oh, yeah, we're still getting volume out of these super heavyweights in these later rounds. I mean, look at this.
His hands have been turned loose. I mean, he landed a bunch of punches here, all scoring. Again, not a lot of power. So, good body kick.
I want to see that high kick again.
Looking good this round.
Just not a lot of power behind it, right? There's a good movement there by Richwine.
And I think it's because he's not able to plant those feet.
Yep,
he's not able
absolutely.
to sit down on his punches.
Which is part of the reason you do that, right? It changes everything. And now he's worried about his leg, right?
Yeah.
He's got to keep moving
He's
it.
keeping no weight on it, so when Dunn does
Could
throw
be
that,
uppercut.
it doesn't do too much damage.
And every time they get in a clinch, I know that Dunn's looking at those legs.
Yeah, he's trying to get him squared up so he can get inside, or he's going to the outside. That inside leg kick.
For uppercut dollars at that time.
And now
Dunn's putting on a hell of a
Dunn's sitting on his punches, so when he lands that punch, they mean something. But Richwine sat on that one, too.
Answering back.
Yeah.
Still throwing, still looking for that big shot to change the dynamic of this fight.
And he's standing there toe-to-toe with 1 minute to go. I expected him really to fold a little bit this round, but there is no quit in that man.
Our champion is not going away easy here. And he's still trying to find a big shot.
And he's looking at that leg right now. See? There he comes. But he's done a good job adjusting. I mean, Richwine haven't landed as flush as they did before.
Beautiful lead.
Oh, there's a nice clinch. But he did it. I would argue that Richwine needs to stay out of the clinch so he doesn't get leg kicked, right?
Yeah, he needs to push him and stay outside.
Let's watch him right here.
Now.
Yep. And this is usually where they come.
Ten seconds left. What are these gentlemen going to do?
10 seconds, and they know that sound. Done. I love it when they know what that means. They mean, let's go to war. There we go. Another great round. That's under the score.
Hug there from Tim Dunn at the end of the round. Sign of respect there.
Absolutely.
Two super game heavyweights.
And they should, both of them have given everything they've got, and they both keep coming at each other, right?
How often do we see heavyweights in West Virginia at the skill level? It's very rare.
Not very often. Because those combinations on their hands are really good. I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punches. You don't see that from heavyweights hardly at all.
No, and when we're talking about super heavyweights,
yes,
these gentlemen, they're going into a fourth round right now, and at the end of that third, like you said, they heard that 10-second bell, and they knew it was time to go to war.
Oh, the pace hasn't changed.
No.
Not the entire fight.
And I don't see it changing in this fourth round.
Well, they, as I said, Tim looked at that belt. I'm sure that's burned in his memory, and they're going to come out and fight for that belt.
Looking for the black mouthpiece. If anyone finds a black mouthpiece, please send it to the Justin.
And here we go. Good sign of respect here.
All right, here we see.
And the last.
Oh,
here.
Again, Richwine always comes out strong, which is a start.
And this is a fight.
Again, it's about volume versus power.
That is so close. It's so close.
Because it is that. It's Richwine landing the 2, 3, 4 punch combinations, but Dunn landing the 1 or 2 power shots. It's true, but their chins are. I hear the crowd saying he's sucking for the uppercut, but their chins are on each other's shoulders, so they're not for the uppercut.
Thought Dunn shucking him off and landing a shot there.
These guys are just giving all they got. This is where the refs should kind of let them go or spread them out a little bit so they can throw some punches. Right now they're tired. They're probably slightly content.
It's still banging.
2 minutes left for the title.
Good job trading jabs by both men. Now Richwine talking to him. Man, Tim Dunn punishing him there after that lazy jab.
Now this is another tough one, man, because they're both landing now.
Yeah, no, I would absolutely hate to be a judge for this fight right now. I'm glad I'm over here just commentating.
Yeah. You got the easy job tonight. Nice leg kick off the clinch, this time by Richwine.
They traded there. Dunn tagged him, Richwine tagged him back.
To see if he sets up that inside kick again.
And like you said, they're just throwing the ball.
Richwine's in a really good spot to land him here.
Yes. There it is, but it's too
He's so
tired.
tired, yeah.
But if Dunn kind of slips out to the side here, he can make some damage. Let's see if he does it.
It's a cardio issue. I've seen Richwine go around. It's the leg damage.
Well, I think they're both content to stand toe-to-toe and land some punches here, and they're two big men just grinding that head on each other's heads.
Got 1 minute.
Oh, look at that. Shuffle lead leg.
I almost wish they'd make that 10-second sound now so they just fought for a minute like toe-to-toe.
The champ is the boy. It's done.
It's tattooed across his stomach.
30 seconds.
I think if Tim Dunn,
Like he just hit that leg.
I'm going to get one. I'm getting a fat boy tattoo.
Richwine's still hiding that leg, so you know it's hurting. Like, watch him. See, he's hiding that left leg behind him this time. But you finally made the adjustment after all this time, but good for him.
Big shot.
Nice uppercut.
10 seconds.
Toe-to-toe.
He's touched.
Save out of your main event. Gentlemen, we've set up the super heavyweight fight here, New Line Cage Fighting. We got everything. We got the action. These gentlemen fought their hearts out the whole entire fight.
It's the end of the fight here where they talked to each other. You know they said, let's just go.
They verbally looked at each other. They were forehead to forehead and said, you know what?
Here we go.
Let's let it go.
That's awesome. And they were true to their word, right? A lot of people say that. They don't actually back it up. They backed it up.
Oh, no, they went for it right there. They said, you know what? My chin's right here. Yours is right there. Let's see who's can hold up.
What a tough fight to judge. I would not be surprised either way.
No, I'm just ready to hear this because I just need to see what they think. What do the judges think? What's the crowd going to think? What's everyone's reaction going to be to this decision?
And I'll be honest, it really depends on the judges. I don't know what their background is. I'm just telling you, if they're boxing judges, they think leg kicks are worthless.
Right.
You know, and that's unfortunate.
Let's see what we got going on here. There's that new line cage fighting belt being held by Eric Mon right now.
No Elijah in there. I mean, I could see these guys rematching too, either way, right?
Oh, easily. This fight, no matter who wins, they're both winners in this fight. They both did absolutely amazing. Tim Dunn, showcasing why he earned a title fight for his debut in kickboxing. He showed that exactly in this fight.
Well, and is true to what everybody said. Guy's tough as nails, came forward, he loves to fight.
Hey, that was an awesome fight. Good fight.
Tim Dunn came over here and asked the crowd who won, just with a look, and he got all the cheers.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got the black mouthpiece. It's been found. Butch, I don't know about you, man, but ending this night, I'm sad we don't have more fights.
Yes. What a heck of a night, man. Again, you can't say enough about the matchmaking.
No.
They do a good job of not letting anybody get overwhelmed, overtake. These guys do a great job. That's all I can say.
Yeah, tonight, everybody behind the matchmaking, Keith No, I know Eric Mon, it was perfect tonight.
And look at this, guys. Tim Dunn helping Richwine take his gloves off. What a gentleman. I'm not joking. I mean, seriously. What a good guy. When you can go to war for 4 rounds, those guys have respect for each other now, right?
100%.
Man, here we go. I'm nervous. I am too.
This was the title bout. Last bout of the evening.
It's going to be volume versus damage.
Yes. And I'm wanting to see how the scorecards were done.
Yeah.
So guess what? I'll get right to it. Our judges have come to a decision. I'm not going to read the judge's score. I'm just going to say the decision and the decision that the judges have come to here is
Not surprised. Hey, I know nobody's happy with that, but we said they couldn't pick a decision. He wants him to say majority draw. It doesn't matter what he says. It's still a draw. Which means he won. Right. It means Richwine won. You know, it actually means that Richwine won. Right. Listen, I knew they wouldn't be happy, but just like I said, when the criteria is volume versus damage, and it can be objective, we're going to have a problem. And it always that way. Just like you said, like Elijah on our things, like, I'm all for damage, kind of for the volume. Right. A respectable volume. Like if you're throwing kind of wimpy punches, blah, 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 blah. But Richwine's punches, they might not have had the same impact. But we can watch the replay on some of those hands, and man, he was landing some hard shots.
Oh, 100%. This fight was everything it was promoted to be. And, you know,
All right, guys. I'll start with Tim Dunn.
Listen, Tim Dunn is an animal.
he just made his debut as a professional doing this. I mean,
And Tim, if you're listening to us, it could have went in either way. Man, do not be upset. I know you're upset you didn't win, but man, you fought your heart out.
100%.
I talked to you after the fight, too. You thought you done enough to get the win, so talk me through it. Hey, like I said yesterday, the judges, the fans, they don't know what they're about to see. It was back and forth. And when like this, I was going like that.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure I'm right on this. These are boxing judges. They don't understand kicks whatsoever. I'm looking at some of the judges right now, like, you know, I'm pretty sure they've never felt a leg kick. Yeah, it's very common, unfortunately. So, and if you come from a boxing background, you're going to judge the boxing more so than the kicking, because you don't understand the kicking. It just is what it is. And unfortunately, this is countrywide. This is not West Virginia. This is kind of why, and I'm not saying anything bad about the commission, but this is why if you're going to judge a multidisciplinary fight, you should have some background in that discipline.
exactly. No, I agree with you 100% there, Butch.
Ladies and gentlemen,